colloidal solutions. It is also known as colloidal salts. It is a mixture that is actually heterogeneous but appears to be homogeneous as the particles are uniformly spread throughout the medium. Okay, here actually the mixture is heterogeneous, but it appears as if it is homogeneous, as if the particles are uniformly distributed. A very good example for this would be milk. Okay, in milk we know it has got the presence of fat, some amount of water. Okay, so these and proteins are present. So all these particles are make the mixture heterogeneous, but it appears to be homogeneous because the particles are uniformly distributed throughout the medium. It is a heterogeneous mixture. The size of particles of a colloid is too small to be individually seen by naked eyes. It scatters a beam of light. This is known as my Tyndall effect. Okay, if it can scatter the beam of light, it is known as my Tyndall effect. They are stable. It means solute particles do not get settled down. It can be separated by centrifugation but not by filtration. Here we cannot use the filtration technique, but we have one more technique known as centrifugation. In centrifugation, what happens is we have a device. Okay, in that device we have a small tube like structure in which we place our sample, and the sample is placed in a device which rotates at a very high speed, and because of that high speed the particles get separated based on density. I mean to say, heavier particles will settle down, the lighter particles will settle above. So based on the densities we see the particles are getting separated, and this is my centrifugation technique. Next we will study about some common examples of colloid. Under colloid we have different types or different categories. What are those? Aerosol. Again we have aerosol, foam, emulsion, sol, foam, gel, solid sol. These are the various categories or various types of colloid. Now what exactly are these types of colloid made up of? They are made up of a disperse phase and a dispersion medium. Now disperse phase is present in small quantity. I can compare it to solute. Whereas dispersion medium is present in large quantity. I can compare it to solvent. Now let's see what is a disperse phase and dispersion medium for aerosol. It is liquid. Disperse phase is liquid, whereas a dispersion medium is gas. And examples are fog, cloud and mist. Aerosol can also be of solid and gas, where disperse phase is solid and dispersion medium is gas. Examples are smoke, automobile and exhaust. Foam. Disperse phase is gas, dispersion medium is liquid. Example is shaving cream. Emulsion. Disperse phase as well as dispersion medium both are liquid. Milk, face cream. Sol. Disperse phase is solid over here, whereas the dispersion medium is liquid. Milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia is also known as magnesium hydroxide, and it is used as an antacid. And the other example is mud. Foam. Disperse phase is gas, whereas dispersion medium is solid. Foam, rubber, sponge and pumice. Foam and rubber sponge are used as a packaging material to pack the various electronic items or various goods. Pumice is used by the dentist to clean the teeth. Next, moving on to gel, where disperse phase is liquid and dispersion medium is solid. Jelly, cheese, butter are the examples. Solid sol, disperse phase is solid, dispersion medium is solid. Example is colored gemstone. And these examples of colloid are very, very important. Please keep it in mind. Next, moving on to Tyndall effect. The scattering of light by colloidal particle is known as Tyndall effect. Now, why is the scattering of light brought about? Because of the particle size of the solute. Because of the particle size of the solute, we see that scattering of light is brought about. In a true solution, the solute particles are so small that they cannot scatter light falling on them. In a colloidal solution, the particles are big enough to scatter the light. See, when they scatter the light, because of which the path of light is clearly visible to us. Examples are when a fine beam of light enters a room through a small hole. Here the scattering of light by the particle of dust and smoke in air. Here the particle size of dust and smoke is quite big enough to scatter the light. That's why we are able to see fine beam of light when it enters a room through a small hole. When sunlight passes through the canopy of dense forest, canopy is nothing but a protective layer that is being formed by the leaves. As a mist containing tiny droplets of water scatter it. So here what brings about scattering of light? It is nothing but tiny droplets of water.